Hey guys, we're going to do a reading. I guess I'm going to take it on because Spirit's like, get it done. But, you know, I sat there wondering if I would ever read this again. Ever look at it again. Now, before I do this reading, I know I'm outside. I want good energy. That's why. I have a lot of plants around me. I have a Buddha sitting right next to me there. Okay, and I'm not even going to do Thoth. I'm going to use a deck. You know, Spirit was like, I'm going to use this Luna Edition deck. Okay, I'm not even doing Thoth for this one. Okay, but I kind of sat there and Spirit's like, yeah, let's do it. You know, I want to say this though. You guys know I read the University of Idaho Murders, and then after I stopped reading. No, I've read some. I read the case of, you know, Orrin and of course Gannon. I read those cases after I had my big whoo. But you know, I had read quite a bit on the University of Idaho Murders and the Bryan Kohberger. I read his chart. Matter of fact, I deleted his chart from my Astro list just recently. I was like, want it off. It's so dark, guys. It's so dark. But my very last read I did on that was talking about him being a wound collector. If you have not seen that one, you have to dig in my current events. Yeah, it was in current events, not Unsolved Mysteries. Definitely current events. Wound collector. That breaks down who he is. Okay, and I know it's him. Okay, I know it's him. I know they're doing DNA, this, that, what. It's him. Okay, but I have not clicked on any YouTubes because I don't want to. You know, I didn't want to go face to face with that because it was so incredibly dark. You know, reading the case, that combined with Shanquella and Quentin, those three cases is part of the reason I was put down. Not all of it. There was other things, dealing with the stock, and then I had a lot of. It just seemed like a whole bunch of dark things happened to me at once. I know how the universe is, and I know how fucking things are when the light ones are trying to rise up because there's a lot of fucking shit going on. Here comes the darkness trying to you know, stop. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I had to shield my eyes for a while. But I have not clicked on any YouTubes talking about him or that show him or anything. I've seen them. Of course, I can see them in my feed, but I have not watched them. So that's the one good thing when I do read the case, the outcome of what the trial will be. I haven't clicked on anything, so I have no biases. Now, I do want to say some things. So you know, I know that other psychics who read the case didn't stop, and and there were those that tried to make claims to fame that they were right. I know who you are. And some psychics might be able to pull the wool over people's eyes and, oh, I was right about this, that. I know your misses. And using this case in that way is very fucked up. But then there were others that seemed to do, you know, they did a little better and got some things, you know, like the eyes and various things. But I've seen a few that have, no, I was right. I was, oh, I saw your misses. And you're gonna deal with the karma for it, trying to fuck around like you figured it out. Okay, this is a horrible case, and there's gonna be psychics that are judged for it. It's coming. Okay, you know, but that shit put me down. Okay, it was so incredibly dark. It was hard, you know. It was hard, and I could definitely feel some tests. Everything, like even with little Jeremy, and I even apologize for that, but his name did come to me. Let me get on there, and I had to figure out some things. I did that. It's on there. I deleted the other shit so nobody would get confused. And I was like, you're innocent. The Sun card shows. I just had to work it out. Okay? But I see your misses because I'm a psychic. And people are making claims to fame. It coming. I don't want to judge you, though. And I'm not going to name names. I'm going to go ahead and read the case. Like I said, I have not clicked on anything. I'm dealing with the outcome of if he goes down. Okay? But I also want to say this. Coming at the roommates, stop if anybody is. They're innocent. Okay? I know there are people that, you know, there's going to be shit coming for content creators that fucked around. We know some people faked audio and various things to get clicks. It's disgusting. It's coming for them. Okay? But, you know, messing about with these young girls, okay, the roommates are innocent. I already read it. It's in current events. Okay, and people judging, how could somebody be in shock? Well, have you ever had somebody like this walk in your fucking house? Okay? There's an energy with this night. Okay? An energy that can make you deer in headlights. I am facing death. Okay? We don't know all, but I can understand that walking in could put someone down. Shit, I could barely read the fucking case. It put me down. Imagine being in the room with that. I had to stop. I can't even click on the videos. It's so dark. And I'm a strong person. I'm a 54-year-old woman trained with a teacher for 18 years and then 23 years on a very strong magical path. That's me, and I can't click the videos. So imagine a young 19, 20, whatever year old girl in a fucking house with that walking in. How do you think it put her down? Shit, I can't even fucking click a video, and I'm fucking strong. So don't judge these roommates. Leave them alone and leave them out of your fucking content bullshit, judging them or making up shit that ain't real. You don't know what walked the fuck in, some of you. Okay? So leave the roommates alone. Like I said, I'm strong. I've walked through the fucking astral hell to pull people out and all kinds of fucking shit that you might not believe or understand. And even I don't want to click and watch him. So shut up about the roommates. They're innocent girls. And what walked in is a little more than just a guy who liked true crime shit. It's a very extreme darkness, and it might even be fucking ancient. Okay? So as I say this, give them a break, because you jeopardize your own fucking shit when it comes Judgment Day. All right? And yes, and then there's still some things we don't know that the cops do. That's called, you know, that's why we obviously leave a lot of stuff for evidence and cops and science. The DNA is going to do it. But I also know when I went live, oh, the fucking sunlight coming in. If you watch the live when I was like, here he comes, the sunlight coming in. I'll never forget that video. You know, here comes, oh, that's God. Okay, watch that video. You'll see it. It was alive. Here comes the sunlight. Oh, fuck, done. Okay, shit's a spirit strong in my world. But yeah, I got to sit outside to do this. I want to sit outside with Mother Earth and ground like a motherfucker to read this case for you guys. I haven't looked at it, pulled it, and I haven't clicked a video because it's too much darkness. So I'm going to shield myself, but I'm going to connect with Spirit to get you guys. But I do want to give that message. Okay? Don't judge these girls. Okay? Don't do it. I know what darkness they face. I fucking know. And it would fucking shock me too. It would, you know, there's a lot of confusion. Okay? Evil. What possessed him? This is a possession, guys. Okay? I'm sure of it. You know? Let's check it out. Alright, it's time. Whew. Let me ground. Got all the earth. I got fucking flies around me, of course. You know, it's fucking done. And creepy crawlies out here, but I got the Buddha and I got the plants. I got the Shaki. I got the love. Alright, let's focus. How's this trial going to go? I'm using a little bit different deck. because it's the one I grabbed, and Spirit wanted to talk about it because clear some things up, you know. University of Idaho murders. Four of Cups reversed. Okay, so the Four of Cups, and this does show a man on it. Okay, so this is the Narcissus card. This is the Narcissus card. To be hooked on the reflection. Okay, it is a Narcissus. And I talk about being hooked on reflection. Who am I inside, right? We got the Cup, love. There is a reversal. Okay, so this is somebody who's, you know, wants to be, or at least in past, maybe wanted to be, you know, accepted, loved, you know, for who they are. But, you know, maybe even on the inside or whatever, but it all got fucked up. He's a wound collector. He is a narcissist, yes. Spirit is trying to get through, but it's all about me. It's all about whatever. He fancies himself as being able to put on it a certain image, and it is like nobody knows who I am inside. That's the way he is. We kind of know with the events, though, that, but this is definitely a narcissist, for sure. But wanted to have a certain persona on the outside. He is Scorpio. I read the chart. And a hidden, mysterious nature. Enjoyed being mysterious. And then, of course, we know this was planned sometime. But yes, we are definitely dealing with Narcissus. And to reverse that, you know, we all, we'll talk about it in a minute, but we all, you know, look in the mirror and can be confused about who we are inside. That's a natural thing. Page of Cups reversed. That can very often be the young ones, the empaths. You know, we have young ladies in here, the sensitive, the loving. You know, there's definitely being rejected has been a thing, and carries this, you know, rejection and, you know, the Page of Cups very often can be innocent in love and so forth, but seeing, you know, these young ladies and they're lovely, you know, beautiful young ladies and stuff like that, you know, just wanting to, you know, you saw the echo is what that is, that cup being offered, you know, love, like, but if there's a reversal, when is somebody going to love me, offer love, whatever, and it's like, oh, you know, I'm always rejected, this, that, yeah, I'm just going to, you know, knock the cup out of the hand, you could say, take it away from them. Oh, you know, why should they be able to, you know, have, you know, great relationships and love and go on, and then one thing, you know, he also, even in his mind, oh, they're about to graduate and do this, that, let me wreck that. And I know the one young lady, oh God, don't let me blank on the names, but it's been a while, guys. Remember, I haven't looked at the case, except the very, very pretty blonde. It's been a while. I had to pull back. Okay, Kaylee, I believe. That one especially, I feel, was, you know, I know we talked about a target. But, and I do believe the young man did not expect him to be there. That was a surprise. And the dog definitely saved the roommate when it barked. The lovers, yes. That's the thing. You know, he's got his own, you know, whatever about, you know, lovers and them going on and being happy and having relationships and all that. You know, but he didn't get to have it. All right, we know the issues, Spirit. Let's get to the trial. And, you know, we know the one case. There she is. Okay, we know. She had the one guy, you know, he would have married her. Queen of Swords, mother figure. There are some challenges there. I don't want to beat up on anybody's mother, but some challenges when it comes to showing, you know, love a woman. I feel some things there with the mother figure, maybe things said, expressed, whatever. There's challenges, and I think we all of us psychics knew there's some challenges with the mother figure, possibly coming in unemotional, maybe a little too hard on some issues. Queen of Swords can be a tough mother figure to have. King of Wands, that makes me feel the father figure, you know, just kind of, could be some violence in there, zapping the life out of. There's some challenges with the father figure, especially the father-mother dynamic. There's challenges there that kind of got some things jaded. Would have liked a stronger, especially if I see a King of Wands reverse, and then I see a strong Queen of Swords. The father's a pushover. I know I read the chart. In comparison, would have liked to have seen a stronger father role model. Past position, yep, the Empress reverse. Definitely problems with women, okay? Hatred of women, no respect for women. Reversing of the Empress is pretty bad. Star reversed. Yeah, this is some Age of Aquarius shit. You know, this case is critical to the judgment. I will tell you that right now. But one of the things also the star could be about being a star, being popular, this, that, whatever, you know, and seeing, that, you know, other serial killers, there is a reversal of this star. Yeah, there's something in them that wants to be a famous serial killer, a star. Yes, there's something in them that wanted to be famous, but he thinks he's so clever, so famous, that he's the one who gets away with it. Okay, so he's still convinced he can beat the game. You know, that's part of the reason he went to college. And there's just shit he couldn't let go. He carried around a burden. He's a wound collector. But yes, he wants to be famous, but he also wants to beat the system. There's things he thinks he's clever that he can get out of it. But the cops are, he probably thought, what I kind of feel getting in mind is that, oh, it's just a bunch of people in Moscow, Idaho. They ain't going to have that good of cops. Underestimated how popular this case would get possibly here. Seven of Cups reverse. You could see this one here. It's a little bit different. You see the mask, and then you see the skull. It's also a little bit, you know, hologram. You know, that is about choosing the cups. Yeah, he chose, I would say, power is the one he chose. And it all got dark. But yes, and we know he wore a mask. Okay, and that was one of the things I said before he was caught. He had a mask on. Okay, that's why Spirit's showing that. Seven of Cups, so if you choose the wrong cup, it could all go to hell. Let's look at his position. How's he feeling? Eight of Swords reverse. Yeah, he thinks he can get out of jail. He thinks he's smart enough with a team of lawyers and things that he can get out of it. He still thinks he can get out of it. Judgment. I told you guys, this is Judgment Day shit. Okay, this case is part of the judgment. Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Okay, y'all, you know, some content creators are going to go down for it, okay? You know, and heaven help you, okay, if you were using this case in some negative way. And Two of Pentacles reverse. He's very unbalanced, of course, very unbalanced. This whole thing is horrible. Let's look at what's going on in the environment. Eight of Pentacles reverse. He's been working on this a long time. He had been planning this a long time. There could possibly, I'm not saying other murders, but maybe like animals and things like that. The world's reversed. Yeah, he reversed everybody's world. It's all fucked up. This one is Sophia, but that is also a nude woman. There could have possibly been a sexual assault, but I think some things got fucked up. I feel there was partly the intent. Knight of Cups. A lot of people are wishing for justice, you know, hoping, you know, he doesn't get out of it, okay? Not done. But he still thinks he can get out of it. Eight of Swords reverse. He thinks he's smart enough to avoid a cell. But in the hopes and fears is a hope. Ace of Swords. The truth, okay? It's going to take him down. Okay? The outcome, we're going to pull King of Cups reversed. That is, he is a Scorpio. It is reversed. He's not a good Scorpio. He's a negative Scorpio. We've got the Page of Pentacles. A lot of it is going to be the footwork, the DNA. They're studying this case. He certainly was a student studying, but they're studying everything. They're not leaving any stone unturned. One more. Three of Swords reversed. I know it's... The Three of Swords was a big one. I believe it was Kaylee. Kaylee, guys, sorry, I really had to detach from the case. The pretty blonde, they were all beautiful, but you know what I'm saying. She was the main one. That Three of Swords was her card. I did a very short read who was the target. The Three of Swords is reversing the swords coming out of the heart. Healing can begin because he's going to be found guilty. Okay? I would have been more concerned if the Three of Swords had been upright. I would be way more concerned. He will be found guilty, but he still, to understand the mentality from what I'm seeing here, he thinks he can get out of it because he thinks he's smarter than everyone else. He's fooled himself. He's that crazy and dark. But he wants to be a famous serial killer. There is that too. But he also wants to be a famous serial killer who gets off. But he's not going to. If the Three of Swords had been upright, that could have been a possibility. But when he is convicted, which he will be, because there is evidence, and he made mistakes, and the dog saved the other roommates, thank God, because of the barking. Yes. Yeah, and, you know, the King of Cups is reversed. He is. But, you know, the healing, you know, the families will never be the same, but they can begin the healing process when he goes to jail. I'm going to pull some oracle cards because I did pull them out. Moss, adaptability. I feel one of the things the cops did pretty good, adapting to a very crazy situation. He underestimated their ability. They were very, they put their heart into it, and they had a lot of outside help. A dolphin, listening. Oh, y'all. Spirit's listening to who was naughty or nice with this case. I hope you're listening. Okay, oh, ding, ding. But the Lotus, resurrection. It's going to be a hard one. It's a hard one to become enlightened from this one. You know, this is a tough one. But the family, I feel, you know, if they go out and like help others in other cases, the little town of Moscow, Idaho, will be able to resurrect. They're not tearing down the house. I did sign a change.org because that crossed paths in my group. A lot of people were like, don't tear it down. Wait till the case is over. What if they need to go back in the house? Then tear it down. Sure, after he's convicted, fine. Tear it down and burn it. Fucking done. Oh, don't let anybody ever in that house again. But don't tear it down before the case is over. That's so dumb. Diamond, radiance. Yeah, I know the kids... You know, they are. They are. Only them, not him. But river flow. You know, it's I know there's rivers flow through that area and stuff. That could be, maybe, I don't think they ever found the gun. It could be in a river. It could be saying that. That's a possibility. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Why did I say gun? Knife. They have the sheath, but it could be in a river. I'm getting water again. I'm suspecting it's tossed in water somewhere. One thing that would probably fuck up the DNA, but I'm suspecting it's in a, it says water, lifeblood, and river flow. I'm suspecting he threw it in something with water. God, I don't know if they could ever find it. I'm sure they combed through everything. And wilderness, untamed. I know he kind of ran out and went, you know, with the parents, kind of a wilderness type of area. One more. But rainbow, yes, a rainbow did come in when I did my live. Rainbow. Power of the rainbow. Yeah, the rainbow comes after the rain. He was caught. The day he was caught, I did a live, and yes, a rainbow came through the fucking window, and that was God speaking. Definitely. Thank God he's caught. So, you know, because a lot of what we feared, oh God, he has to be caught or he's going to do it again. He's got a taste for it. So I do believe he will go down, but he thinks he can get out of it. He has convinced himself that he is so incredibly smart that he can get out of it. And he's probably, what I think he's doing with the lawyers is telling them how to do their job. Okay, that's probably why they had to have that consult, because he wants to take over and act like he fucking knows even better than them. He's a wound collector, and he thinks he's smarter than everybody. Thank God he's not. Thank God the cops put their heart into it and caught him. That's a big thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the knife, you guys can let me know, because I have not clicked shit. But the knife was never found. It was definitely took in the car. If you watch my old cases, but I'm suspecting he threw it in a river. I don't know which one. I can't remember what I said in my reads. It was quite some time ago, and life has been crazy, turned upside down for me in many ways. I had to do a massive purge to deal with the Kali Yuga. Let's put it that way. All right, and I do hope this helps, and let's, of course, pray that that is the outcome. You know, I know he's going to go down, but, you know, and I know the families, you know, healing is, you know, how do you heal from this? You know, I know God will do that. God's the only one that can do it, okay? You know, maybe starting, you know, being a part of an organization that helps with cases like this to help, you know, do things, you know, kind of like, you know, John Walsh, you know, America's Most Wanted. He did that after, you know, Adam was sadly, you know, murdered. You know, maybe they could come together and do something like that, or start a foundation or something, you know. I hope this helps.